with the Busy MC TV, where I bring you hot interviews, dope music, and commentary on the news stories that's rocking the world. Tonight, family, it's not news story night tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's not news story tonight. This is some YouTube shit that I'm on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about something tonight, man. I was watching Drink Champs, and they interviewed brother Kanye West on there, man. The brother said a whole lot, but he wasn't given the opportunity to say what he wanted to say. And that's the problem with these platforms. They don't let the people who want to tell the people the truth say what they want to say. They suppress shit. And it's a sad thing. But he was talking about, brother Kanye was talking about the 440 hertz music frequency that's programming like our minds through radio and music and shit. We're gonna get a little insight, and we're gonna see a little what's going on with this frequency and how it manipulates the human mind when it's exposed to it. This is real serious, family. And all my hip-hoppers, you want to know why hip-hop changed. You want to know how hip-hop, you know, like Nas said, quote-unquote, dead. They took the soul out of it. It probably never started with soul because they took out the God frequency years ago, hundreds of years ago. Mozart, Bach, all of those were aware of that. Okay? Like I said, welcome to all my people to Busy MC TV, man. Tonight is just a teaching night. It's not a news story night. It's not an interview. I just felt like teaching tonight, man. It was touching my spirit that I have to let my people know what's going on with the world, man. As far as how they trying to manipulate us with the music, man. You won't pull a fast one on me. It's like we can't have good, pure shit no more. Everything is tainted. Everything is bad now. Remember how we used to eat the Fruit Loops? We used to buy Lucky Charms and Tricks. We used to eat that shit back in the days and it tastes real good. Even the can of raviolis used to be banging. You eat that shit now, it tastes like goddamn metal. They've been trying to fuck us up from the start, man, but y'all don't realize that shit until somebody put y'all onto the information, which I'm doing. And without further ado, man, I'm about to bring it to you. But first, I want y'all to say a prayer for Echo, man. Echo not feeling good, man. You know, she really down right now, man, and we send our prayers to her, man. We love her. We hope she get well soon. And it's just sad to see her like that, the way I saw her, but she's gonna be okay. Okay? She's gonna be okay. So, without further ado, I'm about to bring in, you know, the teaching. All right, let's go.
Electrically, and it operates.
Music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, if I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
See, pay attention. Pay attention what this man said. Pay attention when you go on YouTube. They got what? Shit that make you go to sleep. Music to chill with. Music to do this. Love music. Music to make you exercise. Music is a direct frequency that can tap into the DNA of the human being. And that shit is for real. So let's keep going.
The brain processes information electrically. It communicates with the cellular structure electrically, and it operates within a certain band of frequency. If you can broadcast frequencies carrying information, this technology has long been known, carrying information and perceptions within the frequency that the brain decodes information, the brain will decode those.
By the way, talking right now is Mr. David Icke. If you're not familiar with David Icke is a freedom fighter who talks about the Illuminati and the reptilian theory and things like that. You know, y'all might want to look him up if you want to hear some real serious, heavy shit. So if you're not ready for David Icke, don't look him up.
Frequencies, and will have those perceptions. You can externally influence people's perceptions externally by broadcasting these frequencies that we interact with, because we are antenna.
The sad reality is that where we now play our music is in A440. Where did that come from? It used to be 417. A440 came in with the Roman Catholic Church. They suppressed the frequencies. They locked.
So they're trying to tell us that the Roman Catholic Church has something to do with the changing of the frequencies of the music that we listen to today? Isn't that deep? So from day one, they've been trying to suppress humanity. What the fuck is this force that's literally trying to suppress humanity? It's more than just evil people or people with an idea. It's something that's against humanity and trying to wipe humanity out. Do you people see this shit?
Somehow, the 152 of the best Gregorian chants, including the hymn to St. John the Baptist, which we've now recovered, that particular hymn was what triggered Dr. Palaio's investigation, looking for those frequencies of vibration by which the music was playing. It was known as the most uplifting hymn of all the ages, the most spiritually uplifting hymn. The hymn to St. John the Baptist was played to 6 tones. These are those 6 tones. These are those 6 frequencies. And so the A440 is what now is the standard tuning. If you go A439,
because every time I record, every time I go in the studio, it's A44. It's A44. I ain't never seen a different frequency. And then I came across, this information years ago, but then Brother Kanye West, when I heard him on Drink Champs, and he said that, I said, you know what? I'm going to look into that again, and I'm going to bring that to my viewers.
You're closer to one of the Creator's tones. If you go A441, you're closer to one of the Creator's original tones. That's how precisely it has been manipulated. To do what? To shut.
So they said the A443, A441 are the frequencies that's closer to God. Did you just hear what that man said? Those are the frequencies that's closer to God. And so when we rocking on that A44, that's the frequency of the static of Satan that we all being programmed with. That's why you ride in the car, you listen to these songs, and you get hooked on them subconsciously. Because it's like playing static in a frequency. You got to understand, it's going to break it down for you. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Let me slow down.
Down to 95% of your brain, particularly the right brain that operates the heart mind to the divine human community. Some
decades ago, there was a guy who worked out the frequencies of different emotional states. This is long ago. I mean, it's very, very sophisticated now. So every thought, every emotional response is a frequency. It generates a frequency, and it is of itself a frequency. Hate is a frequency, and it's different to love. When you are in a room and there's lots of aggression and conflict and hatred, you feel it. What do people say? Oh God, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife in there.
Yeah, you know what he's saying? When you go somewhere, right, and you got beef for you at work and you don't like nobody at your job, and you know everybody talking about you, and you go into the lunchroom and they all sitting down, you could feel them motherfuckers was just talking about you. You could feel when the motherfucker don't like you or don't fuck with you, man. You could feel it. You could feel it. Give me 1 second. yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I had to go answer the door.
That is because the frequencies of hate and conflict have been so generated, they have changed the electromagnetic field of the room.
When you go driving your car and your channel on the radio is tuned to a station and you're grooving to the music, you love that music. As you get farther and farther away from the broadcasting tower, that music gets static. You start to lose the signal from the clear channel, broadcast, and it gets staticky. When it gets staticky, you get a little annoyed. But you want to listen to it. You really have a heart for that music, so you continue to listen to it for another 10, 15 miles, and suddenly it becomes so annoying that you just get disgusted. You go,
turn it off.
Shut it off. And if you continue to listen to it, you get sick. That's what we're talking about.
So if you sit there and listen to static, like drive down the street and listen to like 30 minutes worth of static, you start to get sick. I ain't never heard of that. I never listened to static that long. When it first come on my ears, I do the same thing he just said. I'm like, cut it off. But 30 minutes of listening to that will make you sick.
Except you don't even know that you've been listening to the static your whole life. You don't even know what the...
So within the 44 hertz frequency, it's static involved with the frequency. It's not a clear and precise frequency. It's a frequency full of chaos. Like I said, the devil loves chaos. I told y'all last show. That's why the music is so demonic, because he can easily move through that frequency. He can move, he can swim through it. That nigga like this. Swimming through that demonic frequency. That's why he can touch you and make you kill people and make you want to motherfucking do shit that you don't want to do through the frequencies of the suggestions and that subliminal messages in music. It's easy for him to swim in that. He can't swim in those God frequencies. That's why the radio and that's why the music industry will never change the frequency. Because the demonic frequency has always been a model to interact with human DNA.
True resonant frequency is because it has been kept.
Now, of course, to really be effective, we need to use the proper words and phrases, scientifically selected. But that gives you the basic idea. We embed messages just below the threshold of perception, so they can go directly into the subconscious.
They can play across a community these frequencies without anyone knowing, and it starts to have an effect, and it starts to build rage, it starts to build anger, and people might not realize why they're feeling it, they start feeling. And then what they do is they trigger that with an event. Maybe some guy is attacked by the police or something, or somebody's arrested for something they didn't commit, and now there's the trigger. The blue touch paper has been lit of this manufactured frequency-driven rage, and you have mass riots and what have you, and people do things that they wouldn't normally do.
So in other words, the master composer, master conductor of the Universal Orchestra is singing love songs in 5/8, uplifting everything simultaneously. And we're the only species out of tune and accepting static for the clear channel.
I agree like a motherfucker. We the only species on the planet that's being distorted and has no connection to God. A lion got more connection to God than a human. Motherfucker, a cockroach got more connection to God than a human. As human beings, we have no direct connection to God unless we tap in personally and try to reach him. Or Yahweh or Allah, whatever you call them.
Do you know that the American military, they've admitted this. They have technology that fires frequencies at the enemy that basically breaks the enemy's spirit, so they give up and put their weapons down. This is the...
You see what he said? The military we got tools that uses those 44 hertz frequencies, the motherfucking dispersed crowds, man, in war. They overstand this shit. They overstand how to fuck up the public, everybody. The country overstands that. Like I said, man, if it's that sophisticated with the frequencies and they know how that it alters DNA and things like that, when you think it's some otherworldly entities are at play when dealing with this type of shit? Because won't no human being just come up with no shit and be like, I'm gonna fuck these humans up with this frequency and change this frequency and make them a certain way and make them do this and do that. It got to be a otherworldly presence behind that. Because you're giving human beings too much credit. This is totally spiritual. And then you listen to the gospel music. That shit is recorded in 44 hertz. So you're still on the wrong frequency when you're jumping up and down to that goddamn Kirk Franklin. You're still rocking with the devil. I don't care how much Christian music, all that shit, you're still under that 44 hertz, bro. You're not tapping into the God frequency. And that's why, as a whole, people should speak out about this. That's why our kids are being influenced by these stupid rappers. That's why our daughters are being swept off their feet by these nasty ass R&B singers. Because it's the frequency, man. It all tunes into your chakras. From your top chakra to your lower chakra. But music mainly deals with the lower chakra. The lower chakra is in here. This is the lower chakra. That has everything to do with hunger, need, emergency, fight or flight, everything. So we basically in a fight. We basically in a fight for our lives, man, when we dealing with these frequencies, man. So we're gonna go back in this, man. And I got the other video coming, but you know, commercials and shit, man. They make you watch 100 of them motherfuckers. Okay, we're good.
Being hypnotized by modern music. Hypnotized.
He started off saying it. You are being hypnotized by the music, bro. You are being very hypnotized by the music, whether you know it or not, man. You could be feeling some type of way. You could be feeling like you miss your girl and you hear a love song. What you do? You miss your mama. You hear a song, mama. You're gonna start crying. You hear a song and you pissed off like, fuck that nigga, beat that nigga. You're gonna go down there and beat that nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? Music that they create now and the frequencies that they use now are more suggestive into making you do things that you really wouldn't do. That's all to it.
To feel isolated and disconnected. Hypnotized to feel insecure, unworthy, powerless, and misunderstood. It is a subtle, yet devious form of hypnosis. It feeds on insecurity, fear, and laziness. And it relies on the ignorant.
They said it feeds on insecurity and laziness and fear. Do you know what type of shit we dealing with this 44 hertz, man? Being sometimes that I learn all this shit and I fuck with music, man, it makes me want to not fuck with this shit. It really do. It make me not want to fuck with music, man, because of how demonic the frequencies are. I don't care how much you talking about God on that track, that frequency is still demonic because it's still under 44 hertz.
Pop culture and the power of a catchy tune, once known to spiritual gurus as the power of a mantra.
And when a song come on and you hear it over and over again, that's what he just said. It's a motherfucking mantra. It's a mantra. Every time you see it, you hear a song. Oh, I done heard that shit 3-4 times today. I'm tired of that motherfucker. But by the time you going back home, you be like, Sonny, na. You know the whole fucking song. That's a mantra that they put in your head as predictive programming to alter your DNA. Like I said, to make you participate and do things that you don't want to do.
In 1932,
An influential Nazi named Joseph Goebbels was instrumental in changing the standard tuning of all instruments from 432 Hertz to a brand new tuning standard of 440 Hertz. Without any reasonable explanation, all instruments and all music publishing from then on would be in a tuning standard of 440 Hertz.
So that was created by a Nazi? Now we learning something. See, we ain't know where it was created from. You know, I'm thinking, but they giving, like I said, they giving humans too much credit. He didn't think of that on his own. They was with Hitler. Hitler was fucking dabbling in alien technology and otherworldly technology and shit like that. So this is where he probably got this fucking idea.
In 1940, the United States adopted this new tuning standard. And since 1953, this tuning has been the only accepted tuning in music and is still used in the global music industry exclusively today. Science has since realized the vibratory and oscillatory nature of the universe. They have discovered, just as mystics have described for centuries, a universal vibrational energy that all things in nature are in equilibrium with. These discoveries indicate the tuning standard of 440 Hertz to be out of sync with this harmonious flow.
So they created the 440 megahertz fucking frequency in order to destroy to break apart nature, to not make nature move in harmony. You understand? It's real fucked up how, you know, people understand the science and they take the science and use it for fucking evil. That's something that I just can't put my mind around. Why would somebody be that evil and turn the God frequency into something that's satanic and will hurt the masses? It's crazy.
An unhealthy effect on brainwave patterns, even leading to antisocial behavior in the consciousness of human beings. Through dissonance, disharmony, and mathematical disunity, the destructive effects of 440 Hertz on the human mind causes a disruption of synergy and inner peace within.
That's why our music is so fucked up. That's why when you mix these evil lyrics, you mix these evil lyrics and these dark beats, and then you put them on that 440, bro, you got a recipe for disaster. This was on purpose, man. This was directly on purpose to hurt people. You understand? Go look up John Todd. Research John Todd. John Todd will tell you all about the devil in the music industry. Okay? How they would take the 440 Hertz recordings and have witches come pray over it. It's documented. Look up John Todd. Okay?
Natural flow of energy within the universe itself. In fact, this disruption is not just out of tune with nature, but it is mathematically perfectly dissonant. Meaning, it is exactly opposite.
It's the opposite of the clear God channel. God has a clear channel. They call themselves clear channel, but it's not clear channel. It's actually the channel of distortion. You understand? And you got to understand radio and who controls radio. And don't you know Congress, some senator, something is in charge of clear channel, a senator. So all the rap music that come on your radio station is okay by that motherfucker. Why you think all that killer music and all that whole music and all that thought shit is okay on the radio? Because you got these motherfuckers in charge of clear channel. And I'm saying too much. These motherfucking Euros is in charge of clear channel. That's why we can't get good hip hop on the radio. We blaming everything but the motherfucking what the real problem is. Everything but what the real fucking problem is, man. The problem is this goddamn government, man. And they fucking us up with the megahertz, the music and everything, bro. They okaying all this shit. Y'all gotta understand this, man. It's not the radio station. It's not the artists. It's not the managers. It's not the record companies. It's that goddamn DC. Alright?
To put the magnitude of this fundamental change in music into perspective, music tuned to 432 hertz has a natural healing effect on the body and mind that can be met.
Now I'm hearing that the 432 has natural healing powers that can heal the mind and body. You think they want to heal you? Hell no, they don't want to heal you, man. They want us dead, man. They want us off the planet. I don't know what the fuck their problem is, but other human beings should not be thinking about wiping off a big population of human beings. Like I said, this is some otherworldly shit going on. And these motherfuckers that we are up against are not human.
In a laboratory. This effect can make the listener extremely lucid, accompanied with a soothing feeling of being held in love. Contrarily, 440 hertz entrains the human brain waves in an opposite pattern, essentially making the listener a sponge.
My next song, I'm going to record in 432. I'm going to record on that shit on purpose.
For negative energy. In monatomic music, we are changing that. With the help of like-minded musicians and superstars from around the world, we are collectively working to restore music to its original healing purpose.
Thank you.
With fresh new music in all different genres and styles, tuned to 432 hertz. Music.
Now they doing this shit in all genres so everybody can get some of that God frequency. Shout out to them. Shout out to them, man. We need the devil out of our music, man. We need to. I'm not lying. We so much need this satanic shit out of our music. It ain't even funny, man. I'm actually tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of the negative shit in music, man. I'm tired of these motherfuckers, man. Every time I fucking talk to these little rapping niggas and I interview them and shit, and I had to cut off a couple motherfuckers because I be seeing guns and shit, man. What the fuck that got to do with you rapping, nigga? What you about to make a mistake and shoot your cousin for with that stupid gun got to do anything with rapping? Dumb motherfucker.
Specifically for your well-being. Take the journey with us now by subscribing to Monatomic Music and support this movement by
Monatomic Music
discovery with your friends and lovers.
Look it up, man. Shout out to them.
Let them hear why music.
They're creating music in the God frequency so they can heal people. You understand? Because like I said, that's why they don't sign good kids. That's why when you get signed, you got to have bodies. You got to be in jail. You got to be on probation. You got to be on parole in order to get a record deal from these stupid motherfuckers, because these record companies like niggas that pop shit off because they love controversy. Like I say, if they love controversy, the devil loves chaos. And the music industry makes the devil happy daily. Okay? Daily. And shout out to brother Kanye West that gave me this idea to talk about this shit, man, because I was trying to come up with something. You know, I was like, what can I say, you know, as a teaching? I wanted to teach tonight. I didn't want to do a show. I wanted to teach, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, watching Drink Champs, and Kanye West said something about the 44 hertz. I was like, oh, what a show. What a show. Okay? But I'm about to get my final thought, man. Just a little something I had on my mind, you know, just to teach the masses, man, what's going on with our music, man. They recording us in 44 hertz, man, which is the demon frequency, man. Y'all niggas record music, man. Stop recording in that 44 hertz, man. I am I'm going to research the proper channels I can record my shit on so I can touch a nigga's spirit for real. Although when I record, you hear my music and it sound like demon frequency, but I rise against it with my lyrics because they so goddamn real and positive. Death to the negative demonic frequency. We gotta take our motherfucking music back, family. Ain't you tired of our young boys going to jail? Ain't you tired of being indoctrinated on purpose by the same song over and over on the fucking radio, man? I am. And I don't listen to the radio, man, because I know what it has in store for its listeners, man. Free the people, America. Free the people. Leave them fucking kids alone, man. Let them grow up on good frequencies, man. That's why you seen so many kids at the Travis Scott, whatever his name was, concert that died like 9, 10 years old. A 9-year-old shouldn't be at no concert like that anyway. That demonic frequency attracts shit. They should have been trying to go to see Sesame Street ice skating or some shit. Like I heard my man say, they should be going to go see Disney. Shout out to Gully TV when I heard that. They should be going to see that. We live in a real wicked time, man. Nothing is pure. None of us was born in this shit. I mean, none of us was around since the creation, but we was born in it. So, my whole life in existence as a man, I've been exposed to a demonic frequency my whole life. And some people die not realizing that. I am so blessed. And that might be the reason why I reject some music when I listen to it, because I can tell the frequency. Again, man, thank y'all, man, for watching Busy MC TV, where I bring you interviews, display the dopest music, and give you commentaries on the stories that's rocking the world. This has been a presentation of Busy MC, man. Anything associated, anything said that's affiliated with Busy MC is through the sole expression of myself. Anybody affiliated with Busy MC TV, anybody that been on Busy MC TV, that is not the express views of my guests. And I want to thank y'all for listening again. And I want to thank y'all for being here. And I want to thank you for catching it late if you catch it late. Yo, Monster Boy, what up? I see you in this motherfucker. But I want you to understand what we're dealing with within this satanic society. Keep your head up. Stay vigilant. Resist the devil. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.